era today. It was a finals of a tournament, so let's get into this. I lead with my usual Gengar and Shadow Ball him, which is what I usually do to Swamperts. So he sets up the Stealth Rock, and I get the special defense drop, which is just great. I knew he'd switch out to something that resists Shadow Ball, so I'd go for the Focus Blast, and I get the prediction right, but I miss. So just in case he wanted to stay in again, I go for a second Focus Blast, which is just awesome because it actually hits this time and it hits a Bronzong. So cool. So now I Shadow Ball the Bronzong again because, I just felt like it. He tricks me, and I just can't get enough of the name. Wambocombo is just cool. Kind of rolls off your tongue, right? Like Wambocombo. But whatever, enough. The Bronzong is gone. So yeah, he brings in a Gyarados, and I switch out to my Latias, which is usually reliable for this. He Dragon Dances, and I'm not worried about it, so it's whatever. Now I knew he'd switch out, so I just go for something that would hurt everything, which is a Draco Meteor, and he brings out a Heatran, which was kind of expected, honestly, but I didn't want to go for the Surf, so whatever. So I go for the second Draco Meteor just in case I can kill it, and if it doesn't, then I know he can't substitute, which is what I was expecting at that point, but I get a crit and it kills it, so I'm happy. He brings back in the Gyarados, which is just awesome, yeah, and goes for the Dragon Dance, and as I bring in my Jirachi, he Waterfalls me, and I'm pretty sure I can survive this. I wasn't 100% sure, so it was kind of a risk, and I Thunderbolt him, which will one-hit KO him, and yay. All I can say is, Gyarados, you've just been pimped. So he brings out this Machamp, and I don't like Machamps because they're not cool, and I Iron Head it and get the flinch, which is awesome. Pimp is just doing his usual pimping, daily rounds as usual. Iron Head again, and I don't get the second flinch, which is understandable because I really didn't want all that kind of luck. So it dies, and I bring in my Gengar again, my Choice Banded Gengar, and I Shadow Ball the Machamp, which is gonna KO it. So it brings in this Jolteon, and I'm pretty sure it's Spexed or Choiced in some kind of way, so I stay in with the Gengar just to see what he locks himself into, and if he isn't, then I could just brick his sub for any reason. So I'm pretty sure he's locked on Shadow Ball, so I bring in my Gastrodon, and he switches out to his Swampert, which is just great. I really don't want to stay in with this thing, so I switch out to my Gyarados, which will handle this thing on 9 out of 10 times. He Ice Beams me on the switch, probably expecting the Latias to come out. That would have been a good prediction. I was really thinking about sending it out, but just didn't feel like it. So I knew he would switch into the Jolteon again because after a Dragon Dance he's still faster than me. So I just went for the Waterfall, which was a really good move on my part. Cause yeah. And now he Hidden Powers me, which is what I expected because I knew he would think the Gastrodon was coming back out to suck up the T-Bolt. And I end up getting rid of the Jolteon, which is just awesome. And he brings back out the Swampert, and I know I'm going to win this now because he has nothing to defend against pretty much my army that's left. And I Waterfall and get the flinch, which is just hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing at that one. That was just priceless. So I Waterfall again for a good game, which is awesome too. So yeah, I won the tournament. You already know, just holler at me, comment, rate, subscribe, do what you want.